We're live, pal. Welcome to
Go for the Pin Wrestling Review Show.
With your boys, Mikey Q and
King V, aka Ember Moon Knight, aka Michelle McCool Running, aka Summer Ray Charles,
Mikey Q and King V.
King V, what's going on, homie?
Give your energy and feed that vibe into the world.
Mike, you still owe me a chopped cheese.
I mean,
Hey, Mike.
Go for it, kid.
We're live, pal. Welcome to Go for the Pin, episode 84. Wow, 84 episodes. With your boys, Mikey Q and
King V, aka William Regal Cinemas, and we are back.
oh man, I'm more of an AMC guy, but you know, I can mess with Regal Cinemas. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of an AMC.
I mean, it's on brand for me. You know,
okay,
the Crown Club.
Well, yeah, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Tonight we are live to talk about AEW. Double or Nothing goes down this Sunday, May 29th, from Las Vegas. And I'm hearing it's a sold out arena, which is always nice to see. So shout out to AEW for selling out. Is it I don't know if it's the MGM Grand. I don't know what. I don't think it's the MGM. I believe it's another arena over there.
Is it? I don't know.
I think it's another arena. But speaking of MGM, since we're on the topic, WWE announced today that they are moving out of the stadium that's in Vegas. What is it? Alliance Stadium, I believe.
The big one.
The big stadium there. They're moving out of that stadium and they're going to a smaller arena. Well, it's not a small arena. I think it holds like 17,000 people if they're going to the MGM Grand, but it is smaller considering they were going to run a stadium. Is this bad news for them?
DK, TBD.
Okay.
I can't really say that it's a bad thing. They probably had too much dip on their chip and thinking, like, what did they take Roman Reigns off the thing and replaced with Ronda Rousey?
I'm not even sure. It's
been a lot of changes lately.
Yeah, and I do see Knuckles in the green room. DJ Knuckles will be on in a few, everybody, but definitely gonna get him on to predict this AEW pay-per-view that's coming on. But yeah, I don't. My whole thing about Money in the Bank, first of all, is I do consider it like the number 5. I guess you could say. Like honestly, I'd even put it. I'd put it before Survivor Series. Yes, I put it before Survivor Series. I think that Money in the Bank, in terms of importance, should be considered one of the big pay-per-views for WWE. Now, do I think that they deserve to be in a stadium for Money in the Bank? No, I don't think it's a stadium show, but I do think it is one of the bigger shows. It's one of my favorite pay-per-views of the year.
So this is where we disagree.
Okay.
I think I've said it on this very show before. Just look back. I think that Money in the Bank should have been a exclusive match or exclusive set of matches.
Yeah.
Maybe WrestleMania, if not WrestleMania, SummerSlam.
I think Knuckles agrees with you.
I don't think Money in the Bank as a whole has the range to sustain a entire pay-per-view, because if it's just 2 Money in the Bank matches, one for the men and one for the women, you know, it's kind of useless at this point unless those matches are really long, in which nobody wants to see that. And you have to also think about, if they're going to do a whole pay-per-view, why not a tag team Money in the Bank, stipulation?
That's where I disagree.
No, but I'm just saying, if they're gonna go all out like, no pun intended, if they're gonna go all out like that, at least make it exclusive to at least the men, the women for the singles titles as well as the tag team titles. if they're gonna do something like that, I don't think, and I never thought that Money in the Bank was pay-per-view or solo pay-per-view worthy. I think it should remain an attraction on some kind of big four.
Okay. See, here's my thing, right? Survivor Series means nothing to me now at this point. So I feel like I feel like Money in the Bank has kind of surpassed Survivor Series in terms of importance. At least with Money in the Bank, there's a good chance that they're gonna put the world title on somebody different, you know, with the Money in the Bank briefcase stipulation. Now, I kind of equate it to the Royal Rumble, right?
Okay.
You're watching the Royal Rumble for the Royal Rumble match, but that's not the only match or matches, because you have two now. That's not the only matches on the card. You have world title matches on the card. You sometimes have tag team matches on the card. So that's where I think that Money in the Bank can survive as its own pay-per-view, because it's the same. I look at it the same way as the Royal Rumble, where you do have this attraction match, but you have other matches that are surrounding that Money in the Bank concept. The problem is they haven't really milked the Money in the Bank concept. I think that long gone are the days of like Edge waiting to the very last minute, or even Carmella, like, because it got to the point where everybody's like, all right, girl, when are you gonna cash in? Like, it's almost a year now.
But see, that's when it that was good. Okay, it's just for the fact that Carmella used her time, and I'm using Carmella specifically because I personally think, from the women, I personally think she is my favorite Money in the Bank winner.
Well, she's also the first.
Yes.
So that also is, well, I mean, technically she's also the first and second, but you know,
we know, but Carmella's was my favorite because it had that Money in the Bank feel.
Yeah.
Of, is she gonna cash it in? Who she's gonna cash it in on? You know, was she taking so long? Okay, the fake outs.
Yeah.
That was cool. But now it's like, okay, they win it, and then 2 weeks later they're cash in.
Yeah, I don't like that. I
don't mind the same night, because who did it the same night? Alexa
did, yes. Alexa did it the
Bailey.
same night.
Yeah.
Bailey, I believe she did it too. I think so. She cashed in on Charlotte.
Yeah, everybody cashes in on Charlotte.
Jesus. Yeah.
But my whole my whole thing is that I feel like as an entirety, I think Money in the Bank as a pay-per-view has lost its steam to me, because just considering the past few winners, specifically last year's, yeah.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to mention that Money in the Bank is moving, and I think that's a indication on ticket sales and or lack thereof. But joining us now, I think he's ready. Joining us now, we have DJ Knuckles in the building. What's up, John? Welcome back to the show.
The officially unofficial third member of Go for the Pin.
I like it. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. Listen.
I'm tonight.
I
am not.
Listen, my bank account just saw an extreme makeover because of my Golden State Warriors, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we was just talking about that before we went on air.
Yes, Lord.
Is that Cookout?
Well, it was when I bought it, but it's not Cookout now.
Ooh, so real quick, if y'all live in the South, if y'all don't know about Cookout, specifically college students, y'all too young to be listening to this show and watching it, but specifically college students, if you're leaving a party, a function, a dancery, sans the hateration as well as adoration, and you're a little inebriated, Cookout is usually open to like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. Saved my life flights of times. Shout outs to the Cookout on Summit in Greensboro.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Because saved my life. Okay.
I hear that.
Pride.
Okay. Now we just need a sponsorship. All right.
I know,
right? Right. All right. So John Knuckles. We over here talking about AEW Double or Nothing. Okay, it goes down this Sunday. AEW had their go home show. I guess is it okay? So clear this up for me, right? Is Dynamite their go home show, or would it be considered Rampage, since Rampage is going to be live tomorrow night as we record this on TNT? So it is Rampage the go home show, or is Dynamite the go home show?
Only if they hold Rampage live. If it's pre-recorded, it doesn't make any sense.
So Rampage would be technically the go home show then.
Only if it's live.
Yeah, they're doing it live. They're doing it live tomorrow.
So I guess yes, this would be the go home show.
Okay. But, so Dynamite was just kind of just Dynamite.
Yeah.
How
does it say TBD?
TBD. Oh man. TBD. All right. So let's just get into it. We're already late here on the East Coast, so let's just get into this card here. All right. So in the pre-show, and sorry, full disclosure and transparency, I usually have like the match like graphics ready to go. Don't have that tonight. Sorry. So yeah, but we're just gonna go. So in the pre-show or the buy-in, we have a tag team match, player. We have Hookhausen. we have Hookhausen of Hook
against the Undertaker.
That would be ill.
We'll put you in a 12-man tag team match.
You're gonna go 1-on-1 with the Undertaker. But all right. So anyway, we have Hookhausen versus Tony Nese and Smart Mark Sterling.
Mm-hmm.
V, start us off. What do you think about this?
So this is going to be Hookhausen's moment. So,
I mean, well, he's like, very evil and he's very nice, but he's very
nice. I mean, also, I feel
Sourhead candy.
Well, I once watched him rob William Regal or try to rob William Regal after a Dynamite, saying, "You know what? I like your shoes. Give me your shoes and your jacket too." And right in front of Jon Moxley and Bryan Danielson, and they did nothing. And then he cursed William Regal.
That's New York.
Yeah.
Run your shit.
Yeah, right.
Shit.
Yeah.
What size
I like those. Yeah, what size? Go at my size. That's always my size. That's the answer. Anybody that's out in New York and somebody asks you what your size is, my size. Just be ready. Just be ready for what happens after that, though. Just letting y'all know. Anyway, Danhausen versus Tony Nese and Smart Mark Sterling. V, you were saying? It's gonna be Hook. Hook in Danhausen's moment.
Send Hook and then
send Hook. Yes.
Send Hook.
Okay, well they're sending Hook. Knuckles, my friend, what do you got to say about this?
There's no way Hookhausen loses. Absolutely no plausible way. They are on such a roll. They are so over right now.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, man. If they lose, I won't watch AEW anymore. I'll resell my tickets on Ticketmaster for Dynamite here in Savannah.
Oh man,
I won't even go. I won't even go. There's no way they lose.
No, I don't think so either. I think we're all in agreement here. Hookhausen takes the win in the pre-show here. It's only one pre-show match announced so far, so they had 3 for the last pay-per-view. Yeah, okay. And John, are you writing these down so that we have these have this for future reference?
I'm trying.
Oh, he has the pencil ready. You know the most important part of wrestling.
Yeah,
is the eraser.
It's a pen.
All right, so we got
the eraser.
I was gonna no sell it.
He got me. Foiled again.
K-babe. All right. So, all right. I'm just gonna go down the list of how they have it here via Wikipedia. So we have champion Jade Cargill with the baddies Kiera Hogan and Red Velvet versus Anna Jay for the AEW TBS Championship. I'll start it off. I don't think there's any chance Jade loses this match here. And I like Anna. I like Anna. But yeah, I don't think that happens.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess V agrees.
Yeah.
John. Oh, you think there's a possibility here that we get a
Not you
title change?
thinking.
Yeah.
Not this deep thought.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the finger on the mouth for me.
Yeah.
I don't think she's gonna lose either, but I just got this weird feeling, just really strange, in the subconscious that maybe, because I mean, the only reason I say that is because the undefeated thing for Jade is kind of wearing thin on me now. Because we're at a point where we know Jade is dominant. You're not. She's not. You're not about to put her over like Goldberg. You're not. She's not going to go 156-0, whatever like that. She's not going to do that. It's kind of getting. Like I want to see her. I almost want to see her lose, just to see what she does after that. Because now she's just running over people. It's 30-0, and it's gonna be 40-0, and it's gonna be 50-0. By that point, I'm just gonna be like, all right, whatever.
Believe it or not, I could see her getting to 50-0 and then losing.
I do also. I don't think that Anna Jay. Sorry, Anna. I don't think she's. I don't think she's gonna be the one to beat Jade.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
You know what? I mean, I think that. Okay, I'll propose this question. Is there any chance the baddies interfere and they kind of mess it up for Jade and she loses because of the baddies? I'm just throwing it out there.
Slight.
Okay.
But I think it's too early for that.
Yes, I agree. I also think it's too early. I don't think that's going to happen now because I really besides me really liking them together.
Yeah.
I think it's too soon to do something like that. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna mess it up for her. I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Never mind.
But now the question comes up again. Who beats Jade?
That's a good question.
Is it Thunder Rosa? Is it are we talking about AEW Women's Champion against TBS Champion? Or are we having are we gonna have a Forbidden Door moment? Or
I think whoever is going to beat Jade has not been seen yet.
I agree.
Yeah.
So you don't think Tony has anybody in mind of the person that's gonna beat? Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Is it Athena?
See, that was the first person I thought of.
When you said it, I was like, wait, light bulb.
That's the first person I thought of because Mia Yim is back in the Impact Zone.
Mia Yim is back.
So I was just like, well, not Mia Yim, which I'm very happy to see. Very happy to see Mia Yim. It could be Athena. It could be. I can't really think of anyone else that can be built up right now to beat Jade.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Hold
on. This isn't gonna happen. I'm just saying it, but I just like. So wait, Athena is Ember Moon, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure. That's a good take. That's a good take. That's a good take. I definitely
could happen. It could happen.
But with everything going on, and I know we're gonna have the no non-compete clause and everything else if this is not a work, but everything going on with the Sasha Naomi gimmick and I don't know. We're talking about later on down the line, like if this is not a work, this is like legit. Like, I walked out and I'm not coming back.
That's interesting. I'll say this. And I said this on the show. I think that if Sasha Banks shows up on anybody's television, she is now the biggest. She's definitely the biggest star in the women's division, but she's one of the biggest stars in the company no matter where she goes.
That's true.
So if that were to happen, somebody said I saw this post. If Sasha Banks shows up in AEW, how fast do you put the title on her? And somebody said her debut. And you know what? I agree. Like, I agree 100%. Sasha shows up, you put the title on that girl immediately.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just me. It's just me.
Yeah.
All right, so we're all going with Jade to retain, but with kind of like that slight of she could lose, but she's probably not going to.
I'm not like you with Bianca Belair at that thing. I'm not like you. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Oh man.
I'm just saying.
They worked me for WrestleMania. I'm not gonna lie, they worked me. But because they had me, I'm like, oh, I wanted. Y'all remember what happened? Y'all can just look at the archives. But no, I'm going with a solid Jade retains for this prediction. Well, okay.
Yeah, we're all in agreement here.
Okay, let's keep going here. All right, we have the House of Black, Malachi Black, Buddy Matthews, and Brody King versus Death Triangle, Pac, Penta, and Ray Phoenix. 6-man tag here. Let's let John start it off this time.
Yeah.
John, DJ Knuckles, you got you got a bunch of names.
Indecisive.
Huh? Say it again.
That must mean y'all indecisive.
No, I think I know. But go ahead.
I think this was the only toss-up for me that I had to really sit there and think about it. Because this match definitely has match of the night potential.
Really?
I think so. I mean,
a lot of talent.
Yeah, a lot of talent in this 6-man tag. A lot. But I'm going to go House of Black. And I'm going to say, what's the girl's name?
Julia Hart.
Yes,
I
say
Julia Hart join.
Okay, now I'm interested. Okay, all right. Because at first I'm like, I know it's gonna be good, but like now I'm interested.
Because we saw Julia Hart that one night on Dynamite where she like feared for her life when they were in the ring, and we haven't seen her since.
Yeah. I thought she was gonna turn then, but
right, it was very close.
It. Yeah, she definitely teased it.
And we haven't seen her since then.
That's true.
So I think she's gonna have that. She's gonna be tied in somewhere in that decision.
Okay. Yeah. So Julia Hart, no relation to Brett, comes in and determines the outcome. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
B.
I'm also gonna say House of Black gets the win, and that added instance of Julia Hart. I think if they're gonna do it, I think at a pay-per-view, I think this will be the time. It should be the time. Actually, it should be.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You guys are both very convincing here. I want to say Death Triangle loses.
Mm-hmm.
However, you know what? They're in LA on Wednesday. They're gonna need a big angle for LA. I'm gonna say they hold off on the Julia Hart angle into Dynamite.
Okay.
I'm going Death Triangle here. I know I'm probably wrong, but I'm going to go Death Triangle. Yeah.
It's not like we've been wrong before.
Yeah. Hey, it is what it is. I'll take it. It's all good. Switch it up here, and I'll take Death Triangle. So, okay. Next we have the Hardys versus them damn Young Bucks. This one is interesting. I honestly don't know which way they're gonna go here. I guess I'll start it since I'm already speaking about it.
Okay. You're there. It's fine.
This one is tough for me. Now this is not the first match that the Bucks and the Hardys have had. They have been fighting each other for years, especially when Matt Hardy was on the Independence doing the delete. Like, and when the Broken Hardy stuff really started taking off back in like 2016.
When it was good.
When the Broken Hardy stuff really started taking off.
When it was good.
Yeah, I hear you. However, I think, I think, I don't think this is gonna be the last Hardy's Young Bucks match. Therefore, I'm going with the Young Bucks to win this match.
I'm
So
sorry. Was that? We're live, pal.
We are live.
I don't care.
Right,
so I'm gonna go for the Hardys.
Okay.
For obvious reasons, because I like the Hardys.
Yeah.
But I feel like I was doing moonsaults off of mattresses at a very young age.
Okay.
Anyway,
come through, moonsault.
Yeah, it almost broke my ribs.
Oh man! Remember, I used to do the Jeff Hardy thing, on the barricade. From the barricade, start running on.
Poetry
we used to
motion.
like run on people's houses and steps and just run off and jump off people. Yeah.
Yeah. God.
Okay. Yeah.
Good rest. But anyway, but the Hardys. I think my pick is the Hardys. I'm leaving it at that.
Okay, so we're split right now. DJ Knuckles, it's on you, pal.
Oh, thanks a lot.
It's on you, pal.
It's on you. There it is. Right. It's up to you now.
I got the Bucks.
Okay.
I've been betrayed.
Yeah, we're gonna take the Bucks of youth.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was so dope.
I mean, I really don't know how to, put that into, like, I don't know. Like, I just don't know.
It's tough. I will give AEW credit because a lot of WWE matches is like, yeah, this person's gonna win. This way, like, it's predictable. A lot of these matches are a toss-up, and that's a good thing. That's what I like with watching a pay-per-view. I don't like knowing exactly who's gonna win.
Yeah.
I think a lot of these
like
are
the Jade match.
Yeah, well, the J match. Yeah,
I mean,
well, it's a J match.
It's a Jade match. She's going to win.
Yeah. And actually got the baddies with them, and they are baddies. So yeah, I mean, she's gonna win. All right, but
okay, take it down a notch.
Because it was up. All right, so yeah, let's keep going here.
Hey, at least you stayed with the melanin on that one.
Oh yeah, all about the melanin.
All about the melanin.
All about the melanin. All right, so we have the JAS. The Jericho Appreciation Society, with all of the sports entertainers. Chris Jericho, Matt, I still don't know. I don't know these guys' names. I know they're 2.0 names. Okay, but Chris Jericho, Matt Menard, Angelo Parker, Daniel Garcia, and Jake Hager versus Eddie Kingston, Proud and Powerful, Santana Ortiz, and the Blackpool Combat Club, Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley. Wheeler Yuta is somewhere in Japan. With William Regal in an Anarchy in the Arena match. Okay, V, start us off, please.
So I think you already know where I'm going with this. So shut up, Michael.
Be nice.
Mike.
Be nice.
Whoa.
So
Okay.
I'm choosing Proud and Powerful, the Blackpool Combat Club, and Eddie Kingston as the winners.
Okay. Knuckles, you got it.
Jericho Appreciation Society.
Oh, we split again. Oh man. Okay. Decisions. I like this though. I like that we're split on these. Like, that's good. All right.
Yeah, now it's your turn.
Yeah, thanks, pal. All right. Okay. Via Dynamite. Okay, was it a clear cut? We got the upper hand going into the pay-per-view thing. So this one is kind of tough. I mean, I don't think this is the last match between these groups. Or at least some iteration of these groups. So with that being said, I think the Jericho Appreciation Society goes over here somehow, some way. I want the baby faces to win, but I think the heels go over here somehow.
I think it's gonna have everything to do with that injury.
With Brian, he looked okay. He looked okay on Dynamite. Like it looks like they're working it now. Like it's because if they weren't, they wouldn't have been like putting any type of heat on it. They was putting some heat on his leg. So I think he's good to go. I think Brian kind of realized that he was in a position to make it more than what it was. For the for angle purposes. So I think that Brian's okay. I haven't heard anything about Brian being like seriously hurt. So I think he's okay.
That man got kicked in the knee on Dynamite. That man collapsed like a deck of card castle in a hurricane. Boy, that man
well, I mean, that's the greatness of Brian Danielson.
That man crumbled like a Jenga puzzle.
Yeah, it was one of those. One of those I fall and I can't get up commercials. All right. All right. So we all picked, right? Okay. So let's keep going here. We're halfway through the card here. Okay, so let's make some progress. Okay. In a singles match, we have that bastard MJF.
Oh.
Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Versus Wardlow. And if Wardlow wins, he will be granted his release from his contract with MJF. If MJF wins, Wardlow will permanently be banned from signing with All Elite Wrestling.
I'll start.
Okay.
See, the stakes are high.
They are.
You know what? Just remembering what I've watched from Dynamite yesterday. Yeah, yesterday.
As we record live, yes.
I think Wardlow's going over here.
Okay. I'll go. This one is tough because if Wardlow loses, he's supposed to be like banned from signing with AEW, but we all know he signed with AEW. MJF has been running away from Wardlow for the longest. My issue is though, if Wardlow wins, MJF now loses another match on pay-per-view. And as much as I don't like MJF, I don't think they're gonna do that.
Good point.
Because he lost to Punk, right? He lost to Punk at Revolution, I believe. So now it's like, okay, well, he's gonna lose another match. Like I don't know. I don't see it. And Wardlow's been really dominant. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark here and say MJF wins. And Wardlow still somehow finds a way to sign with All Elite Wrestling. I don't know how he does it, but I'm going MJF here to. I don't even feel comfortable saying that. Like it doesn't sound right even coming out of my mouth.
You like the dude?
I don't like the guy, but I'm trying to think about like storyline purposes. But then they kind of put themselves in a box if Wardlow loses. No, screw it. Okay, I'm going with the safe answer. The safe answer is Wardlow wins. That's a safe answer. Because if he loses, they put him in a box. Yes, change it, write it down. You like writing things down. Change that. Anybody that gets that anybody that gets that reference there, look up the Rock's promo on the Cops from like I think it was like 99 or whatever. Like he's like, write this down. You like writing things down. Check it out. Hilarious. Yes, it was
nicely done.
Remember when you remember that promo? It was when they was questioning The Rock over who ran over Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Right.
When The Rock's car was reported stolen. And the cops was questioning. It's one of the funniest promos ever. So write this down. You like writing things down. Just to make sure it's not the list because I don't want to end up on anybody else's list. All right, V. Don't do it.
You know what happens when you're indecisive about MJF's matches?
No, please don't do it. No. They used to sell that like it was crazy. Yeah, I'm sorry, B. Go ahead.
V's like,
what the fuck were we on?
Listen, I finished my whole drink, so I'm ready.
I'm
ready.
We ain't even got the main event yet.
I need some water.
Yikes!
All water.
I'm the sober one this week.
Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. All right.
What match are we on?
Wardlow and MJF. Oh no, you picked.
Yeah, I picked Wardlow.
Okay, Knuckles, you're up.
Yeah.
Get it together, Mike.
Why do I have to be that dude? Because I sit here, and everything you said might made me think.
Yeah.
Because they kind of are in a lose-lose situation with that.
Mm-hmm.
If Wardlow wins, MJF loses another match for pay-per-view, like you said.
Yeah.
Which doesn't look good for him.
Right.
If MJF wins, then you're in a situation where, okay, Wardlow doesn't get a contract with AEW, but how do you move forward? How do you move forward with all of the build-up with MJF? Like, where do you go with him? Do you stay on the path of, I'm going to seek you out until you let me out of my contract? I mean, you really can't do that anymore because here's your chance to get out of your contract.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like
it's tough. It is tough. This is one of the harder matches to pick.
Right. It's kind of like based on storyline alone.
Yeah. Which is good.
Right.
A+ to AEW for that. Like,
that's good. So common wrestling would say, the guy that runs away every week would win on the pay-per-view. Then other common sense would say Wardlow is just dominant. He's going to run over MJF.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be wrong, but I'm going to go MJF.
You want MJF? Okay. I'm not mad at it. I definitely understand it. Because I'm like so on the fence, but I went with Wardlow, but it's like, man, like, that was tough.
Either way, we're screwed in this match. Either way.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Now, as of this recording, the women's the women's Owen Hart Cup tournament is still going on. Yes. Now tonight on Rampage, it's supposed to be Ruby Soho versus Chris Statlander. And the winner of that faces Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, who beat Tony Storm this week on DMD beat Tony Storm on Dynamite. Kind of a messy finish, but whatever.
The match was not good, but go ahead.
Especially from the two girls that's in it. It's like, man, I was expecting more.
Storm. But moving on. Go ahead.
Well, you wouldn't. You don't like Britt anymore.
No, I never.
No, don't do that. Don't do that, because we will go back in the archives when you're doing the DMD and all that other stuff, and yes.
Oh.
So let's not let's not do that. Don't do that.
Keep going.
Don't do that. Because I'll pull the footages. All right.
The footages.
Yes.
A lot of footages.
Yeah.
Plural of footage, which is already plural.
Yeah. I'm pulling the footages. All right. But anyway, so first of all, who do we think is going to win in this Ruby Soho versus Chris Statlander match? I think it's going to be Ruby, but I'll let you guys.
I also think it's going to be Ruby, but for the fact that on Dynamite, Red Velvet was talking about Chris's injuries.
Yeah.
So there's like a comeback story there.
Yeah.
So either or, for me, either or will be fine winning.
Yeah.
But I do think it should be Ruby.
Okay.
And
I agree.
Ruby beats Dentist Lady.
Dentist Lady.
She's a great dentist, from what I hear. All right, so
I've heard great things.
Yeah. All right,
and that wasn't sarcasm, y'all.
I
about reports. Look, dentistry is hard. So
it is. And let's just get. I'm gonna give her some credit. She worked AIW, massive pop, by the way. It's an indie show last weekend. She worked against. Well, she didn't work against Chelsea. She came out and did a spot with Chelsea, and then had to fly back. I think she had like a red-eye flight to go and actually practice, being a dentist the next morning, and then had to fly to Dynamite this week. Like, she works really hard. I'm gonna give her. I'm
never gonna deny that.
No, I know. I'm just trying to give her that credit. But Knuckles Europe. Well, first of all, V, you have Ruby beating Britt Baker. So
whoever wins beats Britt Baker. That's how I feel.
Whoever wins beats Britt Baker. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do as far as listing, because that's too much to write. That's like 3 different matches. I'm just gonna write down who we think is going to win the women's side of the tournament.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Okay, thank you.
So V got Ruby Soho winning.
Yes,
the whole thing.
Yeah, I think. I think we're in for a couples type of win here. I think Britt Baker wins, and I will get to my other prediction, but we might as well just talk about it. We'll
I don't want that.
I think that's what's gonna happen. Okay, but Knuckles, you're up. I got Britt winning.
You got Britt winning the whole thing.
Yeah. It'd be cool if Ruby won, though. It really would. It'd be cool if Ruby won. Like, or Chris, like whichever one, Chris Statlander. But
and let me piggyback on that. Let's think about the characters in question.
Yeah.
Ruby Soho, Britt Baker. Britt's already in the final, right?
Yes.
So the only match we're really gonna get is the Ruby and Chris Statlander.
Yes, that happens tonight on Rampage as we record here.
My final decision, I'm going with Chris, and I'm gonna tell you why. Chris is an amazing talent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Extremely talented.
Mm-hmm.
Yet she hasn't had that breakout push in AEW yet.
Good point.
Not even close. Like when she first came out, she was the, galactic star angel power thingy. Whatever. Yeah. So people took a liking to her with the stuff like that.
Yeah.
But she hasn't had Ruby Soho. We knew who she was before AEW.
Yeah. Yes.
Britt Baker is she the longest running AEW women's champion? Dominant.
I'm so tired.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I really desperately want to see them give Chris a push. It's not like she's not talented enough for it.
Yeah.
I think she could do really, and you know what? And it gives her credibility without putting a belt on her.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
So where before this Owen Hart tournament was like, you're only credible if you have a title, if you're blah 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 blah, or if you're top 5 in the women's ranking.
Yeah.
You give her the Owen Hart tournament, that gives her legitimacy. Not that she doesn't have it already, but I'm just saying she will go down in the annals of time in AEW as the first ever Owen Hart tournament winner.
Yeah, it's true.
And you could push her with that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't have any of the mainstays. I got Chris. I'm going with Chris.
Okay.
All right.
You made a really good point.
Yeah, it's a really good point. I'm actually like, oh man, you might be right here. Yeah. Okay, so let's just go to the men's Owen Hart Cup. It's Samoa Joe versus Adam Cole. I kind of already gave away what I think is gonna happen. I think Adam Cole wins this. Let's go back to Knuckles here and let V finish off that one there.
Okay.
This is what I mean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Adam Cole, because that whole Samoa Joe, Sanjay Dutt, Jay Lethal, and that other
story.
dude,
Yeah.
Great Khali 2.0.
Yeah.
That whole story's not over
Les
with.
Khali.
So
Yeah.
let's
No. No.
Average Khali. Yeah. All right.
But yeah, that storyline's not over yet. So if you make Samoa Joe the winner of the tournament, you're gonna put the tournament win on the back burner because of the Jay Lethal stuff. So
plus Samoa Joe's the Ring of Honor
television
champion, right? Yeah. So he doesn't need the Honor Cup.
Yeah, I got Adam Cole.
Yeah, I also say Adam Cole.
Baby.
Okay.
All right, that was pretty easy. Let's keep going here. Okay, a 3-way tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. We have Jurassic Express, Lucha Boy, and Lucha Boy.
Lucha Boy.
Who's Lucha Boy?
Lucha Boy.
Who's Lucha Boy? All right, Luchasaurus.
Boy, that wasn't even close.
I just combined the two. Like I don't know. Yeah, Lucha Boy. Like
that's a new tag team name.
I guess so. Lucha Boy. All right, so
you're Teen Titan. What? Young Avenger.
Oh man.
Hey,
we have Jungle Boy, Boy, and Luchasaurus, the champions, with Christian Cage, instant classic. Versus Team Taz of Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs, with Taz, versus Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland.
So I'm gonna go first. Hey, hi, how you doing?
Hey.
We're gonna see a title change here, I think.
Lord, come on now.
Let's go title change.
With hoops, je ne sais. However, see, this is hard because right now for me it's between Team Taz and Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland.
Yeah.
I think either one of those teams win and then they can battle it out.
Okay.
I think that leads us to the next tag team storyline. And I think this might be it for Jungle Express.
Jungle Express.
Oh, Jurassic Express.
I mean, Jurassic.
Yeah. Oh man. Watching their games. We're live, pal.
We got Lucha Boy and Jungle Express. All right.
These past couple of weeks has been rough. Wow.
Yeah.
Jungle Express, Jurassic Express. Jeez.
Okay.
For which the name they don't even use anymore on TV.
Yeah. All right. Well, speaking of Jurassic Express, I am.
Yes.
I'm going to retention here. I'm going with the tag team champions retain here. I think Swerve and Keith Lee. Well, Swerve just won his match on Dynamite, and again, I know this isn't old school booking, but I think that Jurassic Express retains somehow, some way. Usually in these like multi-tag team matches, the champions usually do retain. So I'm going with the champions to retain here. DJ Knuckles, you're up.
V, who'd you have?
I had shit.
Taz, right?
My official pick is Team Taz. My official pick.
Like those guys. I like everybody in here. I think that anybody could win this match, honestly, but I'm going with Jurassic Express.
Somebody's gonna be right because I'm going with Swerve and Keith Lee.
Oh, let's go! All right. I like that.
I got to. I got to.
This one will be interesting. Okay. That's why I like doing these prediction shows, because like it actually, while watching the shows, it gives more importance to it for me personally, because it's like I kind of want to be right here, so let's see what happens, So I like doing this, and I like when we all have different answers, because it really is like, all right, who's gonna be right here?
Yeah, nobody wants to be tied all the time.
All right. Let's go to match number 10 here. We have 11 matches. Match number 10. Thunder Rosa. the champion.
The most percussion theme song I've ever heard.
Yeah. As a musician, I know you can tell us about that. You know?
It's a lot of percussion. I think all
30,
three of us are in some way, shape, or form.
It's true.
32
music?
drummers and one guitar player. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go. Let's go. All right. So we have Thunder Rosa versus Serena Deeb, who I am so happy is finally getting this shine on pay-per-view. She deserves. Okay, Serena's been good for so long, so I'm happy for her.
Well, if I could be honest, can we all say it at the same time?
Yeah, do it.
Because
I think of who we think is gonna win here.
Ready?
You guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
1, 2, 3.
Thunder Rosa.
Oh!
What?
Oh! Swerve, pal.
What?
Yo, DJ Knuckles just pulled the swerve of the century.
I thought we were on the same page here.
Oh, I thought we were.
I thought we were
if
too.
We're gonna be really frank, to be completely Frank Sinatra. I just thought
Frank
we
White,
were
but
all
that
thinking
works.
the same thing.
Okay, so John, you got to tell us where's
Ooh.
your thinking at with Serena Deeb winning this world title here? I just want to know.
Serena is one of those characters. First of all, let me say I love the fact that she brought up old WWE gimmicks.
Yeah.
In her promo.
Yeah.
I love that. Like she's like, I cosmetically changed the way I look, referring to the Straight Edge Society when she cut her hair.
Yes, I remember that.
She said, what did she say? She said she got
implants just
put in her chest.
Curve old man. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like
yikes.
Yeah, that's kind of
yikes. Yeah,
that's kind of dark. You know.
Oh, by the way, fuck ringside news. Yeah, let's just keep going here.
And I
just want to put that out there.
Fuck ringside.
Yeah. And I do.
Yeah. Yes. All right.
And I think it's about time that the women's title, even though, and I don't want to go against Thunder Rosa because she hasn't had a really long title reign at all. Like how many title defenses has she had? One since she won it?
Maybe, yeah.
And that's because they don't build up the women's division like they should. But that's another story for another day, I guess.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad if Thunder Rosa won. I wouldn't be mad at all.
Yeah, her only title defense was against Nyla, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
Wait,
she's
great. Yeah, it was Nyla. Yeah, because she's great. Thunder Rosa's great, but I would be pleasantly surprised if Serena Deeb
won. Okay, so you're going Serena Deeb here. Okay,
yeah,
let's see.
Serena Deeb.
That would be a surprise. And yes, Thunder Rosa's title run has been underwhelming, but it's not her fault.
It's not her fault.
It's not her fault. So, they rather continue to push Britt Baker and some of the other people that is on TV all the time versus Thunder Rosa, who gets a minute and a half to cut a promo every 3 weeks. And gets cut off.
She work on her promos too, by the way.
I know it's a language thing. I know it's a language barrier thing. Like English isn't her first language, so let's give her a break here.
She speaks English just fine. I'm just trying to figure out where the language barrier is.
Right.
Okay. I mean, English really is not her first language though. So it's so I can understand like sometimes she may mess up some words and things like that. But listen, English is my first language and I still mess up words. So it's like of course I'm gonna you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Like it is what it is.
No, but what I'm saying is when Thunder Rosa cut that promo on Dynamite,
yeah.
She wasn't like stumbling over her words like she didn't know English. It was just like the promo just wasn't. It didn't grasp me at all.
I will say it was running maybe a tad bit long.
They cut the music on her.
Yeah.
Whole Grammys, Oscars, Tony.
Yeah.
To wrap it up, Bob.
Wrap it up. Yeah, they had to. Yeah.
Yeah, for musicians and DJs, when it's time to go, you start rapping them cables.
Right.
You're rapping them cables.
Yup. Mm-hmm. I thought, but you know what? I thought her promo was actually better this week than it's been in the past. Like I thought she had a really passionate promo this week, which I can get behind. A match that's not on this predictions. That's not on this card that I'm reading here. Are they doing Ty and Sammy versus Scorpio and Paige Van Can't?
I don't know. That.
Because it doesn't say it's happening on the show. They might save that for like LA or something.
Count us among the blessed.
I think it's gonna be a good match. All right, let's go to the main event since it's not on this card here. So let's just go to the main event. We made it here. We made it to the main event. All right, Hangman.
Oh, man. Fuck up, frail shit.
All right.
All right.
I give up. I'm throwing it. Yeah, somebody help me.
He's injured.
Oh no! Somebody from the back.
Help.
Somebody give him
when they call it for the refs.
Ring
Right?
the bell.
Ring the ding, 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 ding. All right. Hangman. What was that be?
I needed this laugh.
Yeah. Word. We got Hangman Adam Page versus CM Punk. It's a singles match for the AEW World Championship. Okay. Who wants to start this off? Anybody. You will?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, John's hiding his face. He doesn't even want to.
So
is Veer looking for you? Is that why he was hiding over there? All right, go ahead, B. Go ahead, B. The beer was coming again.
You can't. Right. You can't. I'm not here.
Through it. No. This might be a little hard. Only because you don't want Adam Page to lose.
I know, John. I know. After the beer's coming, and this might be a little hard. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
Everybody, you gotta relax. You don't want Punk to beat your champion this soon. Fighting through it, and at the same time,
okay,
with Punk winning,
yeah,
it can further elevate the championship.
Yeah.
Not saying that Adam Page is not doing a good job, because he is.
Yeah, no, he is. He's having great matches.
Because you want Punk to lose another major match like this. And he made a good point. It's like you won a championship and you turned against... When he won the Ring of Honor Championship, he essentially turned against the company. You win the WWE Championship and you walk out.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Shit. You know what? Fuck it. Adam Page retains.
Okay. I think you just made the list. All right. Okay. So, Knuckles, you want to go or you want me to go? It's up to you, pal.
I want to hear your perspective.
Okay. I think we get a title change here. I think CM Punk beats Adam Page in the main event and wins the AEW World Championship. And I think Punk turns heel. I think that once he wins the title, I think that he's gonna probably do like little heel things during the match. But by the time Dynamite comes to LA next week, Either way, I feel like Punk's gonna be the world champion, but I could see him turning heel in that match. And also, remember Punk keeps saying, one way or another, you're gonna shake my hand. Because that's the whole thing that Adam Page won't shake his hand. I think Punk beats him, and a bloody Adam Page shakes or is forced to shake CM Punk's hand. I think that's where we're going with that.
Okay.
Forced?
Say that again, John. I didn't hear that.
He's forced to shake his hand?
Yeah, so I would think like maybe like a beating,
Like while he's laid out.
Like he grabs his hand like and takes his hand for him. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's where they're gonna go. But that's just me. Now, throw it back to DJ Knuckles. JSP Music on Twitter.
Thank you.
Of course.
That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. And it makes me think. It makes me think, one, is CM Punk at this point even capable of a long title run? Because
I don't think it will be a long one.
But then what's the point of putting it on it?
To get it on a certain other person. And we'll get there.
So he's gonna be
I think
okay.
No. I got Hangman. I got
Hangman. Okay.
I did. You know what? And you ain't slick. You ain't slick. Right.
2 plus 2 made 4, and I see you. You see me. We see each other.
Right. If I think we're on the same.
Okay, so let me in. You guys are working me here. All right, so let me in. Let me in on where
okay. When you say put the title on a certain other person, who are you referring to?
Oh, I think
I have a feeling.
Okay,
I know who you're referring to. Are you referring to reuniting the MJF CM Punk feud?
That's where I was initially going. Now, there is somebody else that I thought about as you guys were saying that.
Who?
MJF is the first person that I thought about.
Who?
I think, call me crazy, Eddie Kingston. I think that he has unfinished business with Eddie Kingston. And CM Punk is constantly, even on Twitter, saying, listen, I'll wrestle anybody except Eddie Kingston. So,
you know what? Didn't even think of that.
I think that it's a long shot. It is. But I think it's something to be aware of. That's why I think Punk's going to win the title. I feel like it's not necessarily for Punk. I think it's for Punk to get it to somebody else, whether it be MJF to start this massive MJF run that he's going to go on, or to get it to somebody like maybe an Eddie Kingston that nobody would really expect to win the world championship. Just saying, just throwing it out there. I could be totally wrong, but just throwing it out there.
That is so not what I was thinking about.
What was you thinking about?
I don't even want to say.
Was you thinking about Boom Boom Colt Cabana? Boom Boom Colt Cabana. Boom Boom. When is that gonna happen? Hold on. A side note, they got to do it, right? Like they have to eventually do it, right? Colt versus CM Punk.
Do they have to? Is it necessary?
I mean, so much real life heat there. Like,
I was thinking. Ooh. That's not who I was thinking about.
Who was you thinking about?
I was thinking about Jay White.
Oh, I wasn't thinking about Jay White. Oh man, okay. Wow. I mean, that's a possibility. I mean, Forbidden Door is coming up soon.
That's true.
That is a possibility.
That is true.
Huh. I didn't even think about Switchblade. The Switchblade. Bullet Club. Too sweet, me, pal. There it goes. There it is. Yeah. There it is.
I would, man, but the way y'all put 4-4 equaling 16 together with MJF and CM Punk, and then Eddie Kingston and 4-4 is 16,
Yeah,
right?
it is. Yes, 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 4 is 16. Yeah.
I was like, wait.
Yeah.
No, but the way you put that together, and then Eddie Kingston with the whole CM Punk on Twitter thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm trying to think like further down the line here, but
isn't MJF talking about going to that other company in 2023?
2024, I believe, is the day.
2024?
Yeah. Which would give us about a year and a half with MJF still in AEW.
And we'll be playing for you, Mike.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it. Oh, look, no, and I said publicly on the show, like I know MJF is really good at what he does. It's just he's a prick. But yeah, so
That's how you really.
So wait a minute now. So if Punk wins,
yeah,
to be a transitional champion for MJF. Wow. Then that changes my whole aspect on the MJF Wardlow match. Because why would MJF lose and then double back and you have him in the title picture after a loss?
Huh. Yikes. Wow.
Even though that's who I picked. I picked him.
Yeah, you did. You did. Yeah.
I really wasn't thinking about that when I made his pick.
It looks like you might be onto something here then with MJF. I'm gonna stick with Wardlow, but I think you might be onto something then. You might be onto something. I think that.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna say CM Punk because that makes more sense. It makes more sense for CM Punk to win the championship and MJF to win his match, and then you bring those two back together.
And so my only thing is, what do we do with Hangman Adam Page after he loses the world title? If he loses here, that's what I haven't figured that out yet. I don't know what we do with Hangman at that point. So in that aspect, I can see V being right with Hangman retaining, but because I don't know at this point where you go with Hangman.
Exactly.
But
I wish I had my laptop with me so I could look at the top 5 rankings for the world title.
Huh.
And I don't have it with me.
See if I can Google it as we speak.
That would have a lot to do. The people on that list, we would have to see who's on that list that actually makes sense.
Yeah.
To, challenge Hangman, even though they had Murder Hawk freaking face come out of nowhere and challenge him for the title.
Yeah, I mean sometimes they do that stuff. So
right now, top rankings, because I got it. CM Punk, John Moxley, Adam Cole, Bebe, Jay Lethal (?), and Tony Nese.
Tony Nese.
Yeah, he wins a bunch of matches on Dark that nobody watches. All right. Maybe I can share it. Let me a second.
I mean, you can't do that because they just came out of the story. So Adam Cole is out. Tony Nese, don't even worry about it. Who's number 4?
Jay Lethal.
Jay Lethal, no.
Jay Lethal?
I don't know if you guys can see it. Well, if you're watching on a computer, you definitely can see it.
Jay Lethal?
Yes, it's right here.
Oh, sorry.
Right here. Yep, right here.
But for what? Never mind.
Well, because he wins a bunch of matches on.
I'm not gonna say what I want to say, so we're gonna.
Yeah, let's.
What is it? CM Punk, John Moxley, Adam Cole, Tony Nese.
Yep. And Adam Cole is on the rise. It looks like here.
Oh, Adam Cole is on the rise. Wow. Ooh. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna change mine up, and I'm gonna go CM Punk.
You gonna CM Punk? Okay.
Yeah, it makes more sense to have him win and go. Okay, but if he wins and goes heel, then that takes MJF out of the picture. You can't have heel for the title.
So then I'll take. You know what? Maybe CM Punk doesn't go heel. Like maybe I was just like thinking too far into the weeds there, but
maybe too far ahead.
Yeah, but
maybe he goes heel eventually.
Yeah, could see that happening. I'll switch this back.
Which is a great character, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, CM Punk as a heel.
CM Punk as a heel is life.
Oh yeah. So, all right. I mean, well, we'll see what happens. Some great predictions here. Great predictions. I can't wait to talk about it next week. You know, Double or Nothing goes down this Sunday, as I mentioned. This Saturday, I think they're having a fan fest. Sting was pulled from all of the weekend's events. I guess they're really working this injury here that he has.
Broken shoulders.
Yeah. 2 broken shoulders and a broken ankle. I mean, but
I forgot they worked the ankle. That's right.
What in the cartoon character?
Exactly. Oh man. But anyway, I'm looking forward to it. If you guys are in the New York City area, the Jobbeteers podcast are having their monthly pay-per-view party at Legends in the city. So no, I won't be there, but still support them. And speaking of the Jobbeteers, Juneteenth weekend. It's a big weekend here in New York. There you go. Yeah, it is the New York hat. New York Yankee, you already know. Big weekend here. We have a couple of Battle Club shows going on. The Battle Club show is actually on Juneteenth. It's that Sunday. It will have a main event of Willow Nightingale versus Big Swole.
I screamed when I saw it.
Yeah, I saw that. So I'm looking forward to that. I will be in attendance for that, and I think go for
TBD for me.
TBD. I think I think go for the pin will have a little something to do with that weekend in some shape or form. So look out for all of that. We will probably have some people that's going to be a part of the show. For Juneteenth weekend on the show soon. Probably look out for that. And yeah, so that's Juneteenth weekend, everybody. So look out for that. Next Sunday is Hell in a Cell, I believe. So we'll probably be talking about that sometime next week. And yeah, just look out for us. DJ Knuckles, please plug everything that you have. Tell us where we can find you, sir.
Let's lead off with the obvious, since you already said it. JPS Music 15 on Twitter.
That's right.
I am all lowercase DJ_Knuckles on Instagram. I am also JPS Music 15 on Instagram.
Oh, yes.
So, yes, JPS Music 15 is the personal page. Don't come on my personal page trying to conduct business. And likewise, don't go on my business page being personal. You will get blocked.
That's right.
Immediately.
Rapido.
Sorry, I had a moment. Anyway.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Just put a promo on all of them. It's all right.
Yeah, listen, I will cut one. And...
all right.
You go first, Mike.
Okay. On Twitter, it's DJ Mike EQ. On Instagram, it's Mike_EQ. Real simple.
And for me, it is King V _the ruler on Instagram and _watch my throne on Twitter. And as for the show, we are on YouTube. Just type in Go for the Pin and see my big ass head and you'll see it. For the Instagram is Go for the Pin _show and Go for the Pin show on Twitter.
Yes. We got it.
Yeah.
John, we got it tonight. Yeah.
Very nicely done.
With that being said, thank you guys for showing up, showing out, whatever. Thank you for supporting us. Just really quick before we go. It's been really rough for everyone past couple of weeks. I just want to leave you guys with a few things. Hold on to the people you love. Don't be afraid to reach out for help. And come on, V. always check in and make sure your people are okay. You never know when that last hug, the last kiss, the last I love you, that last handhold, that last poke, whatever you do to show your affection to anyone, friends, family, significant others, whatever, would be your last. And just keep that in mind.
Can't put it any better than that. Everybody be safe. And I mean that. Be safe. Take care. And we will see you next time on Go for the Pin. Good night, everybody.